Hey everyone, it's your girl Maddie here, aka Beavermosh, and today I am talking to you about Whispers of Ancient Spells from the Sweden-based Skuggor, and this is coming off of Nattermatch Productions. And before I get into the review, I do want to thank my latest patron, and finally, thank you so much for the support. It's so greatly appreciated. Now, Whispers of Ancient Spells is the second full-length studio release from Skuggor, from this ambient, atmospheric black metal project. And I really enjoyed this project's last offering from last year, Skuggor. But I must say that this new album of theirs improves on the debut in every way. It's grim, it's dark, and it's well layered. It's everything in every way how I feel a more lo-fi black metal record should sound, in my opinion. As much of a focus on ambience as this project does, Space HD of Air fans, this is a record for you to check out. But anyway, these guitars are pounding. There is no muting the power in the riffs. The opening title track sets the mood immediately with these eerie kind of gothic synths that finally nest these open, sawing chords. It's just so grim and full of terror. And emphasizing again, as much as the guitars take on a more ambient approach, they are heavy, they hit, there is a blunt edge on the end of the guitars. Production wise, the way this thing sounds, just from the first track, you could tell this is how raw black metal should sound. It has that graininess, it has that harshness, but there is this separation from the guitars and the vocals and in the way it's layered, to where there's these gaps that you can hide in, makes the whole thing even more haunting. On As Fog reveals the path to despair, these arpeggios, the patterns that they run through are just so haunting and mystifying that it takes the definition of darkness to like another plane. The riffs and these stirring synth passages, so skeletal yet so alluring, and the way they communicate with each other, it's like they are providing a counter melody, running around each other instead of acting as a conjoined phrase. Silent Cry of the Forest Embrace really showcases the drums here. More of a minimalist pattern, yes, but the way they are mixed, they are pushed back strategically in a way that it kind of sucks you in. It's designed to bring your focus into the drums underneath everything else, and it keys you into the percussion, providing this mysterious but thundering bounce. There is this particular passage with this sort of skipping synth passage, and pair that to the intensity of the drums and the violent way of which the guitars are played, it becomes sinister in the most dramatized of ways. The track seems to always be building throughout its 9-minute duration. It's like this steady rolling motion that's very felt. It never seems to resolve, even though you can tear this apart theoretically and you can see that the harmonies and the melodies definitely do. It follows a very normal pattern, but it just still, you never get rid of this feeling of unrest that it provides for you. On Shadows Echoing Through Time, the constant downstrum of the guitars creates this jagged, sawing sensation that is just so effective. It goes from these biting, hard-hitting passages to more windy, darkly reflective parts, and back and forth so easily, and the the stark contrast there makes this so perplexing. The way some of the vocals are projected, it feels like a poison dart hits you sharply and quickly, but then festers in your psyche, every syllable. This is an album that is as mysterious and stoic as it is feral and vicious. Definitely demonstrated on the last track, A Forgotten Past. You get this sense, at least I do, that I think some people might find this record repetitive. And it is, but in a good way, is that it gradually and subtly changes just enough to make you curious and kind of be hypnotized by it, to where it carries you along slowly until you don't realize that you've entered into another strange world that you don't know, and now you got to find a way out of this one. The synth melodies, once again, are just so well written. Very simple and straightforward, but you feel every single note. This is atmospheric black metal, to where the atmosphere feels 3D. It's filling up the room that you're listening to it in. For those of you who want to turn off the lights, close your eyes, and get sucked into this wintry, cult as hell black metal experience, this is a treat. It's well paced, the riffs are interesting even with the repetition, the vocals are convincing, there's just so much to enjoy here. Black metal fans, if you want a bit of a hidden gem, something more on the lo-fi and gritty end of black metal, this is for you. And those are my thoughts. If you like my review, tell me, hit the like button. It'd mean the world to me if you'd consider subscribing. I have a Twitter you can follow. Link to that is the bio of this YouTube channel. Leave a comment. I love getting to engage with those. Thank you to my patrons again. Hey, I have a Patreon. No pressure to support that way. No, I don't expect anyone to support financially. But if you do, it would be so appreciated. Help keep this channel more sustainable. You watching right there. Keep it metal. My name is Maddie, aka Beaver Mosh, and I am signing off.